people, and welcome to my review for Loving. So, Loving is about a film based on the true story directed by Jeff Nichols, director of films such as Take Shelter, Mud, and Midnight Special. So this is his fourth film, I believe. This could be his fifth, I'm not completely sure. And it revolves around one of the first interracial relationships in the South, and how that was taken to certain amounts of court, how it affected the entire country, and how this one relationship really affected the lives of the people who were involved. So this film has been getting a lot of Oscar talk. Thankfully, it was showing at my local movie theater, and I do have to say that I really enjoyed this movie. I don't think I quite loved it, but I definitely really enjoyed it. The thing about the film is that it does have a lot of script issues. There's certain things that will pop up that seem like huge, significant, gigantic issues, and then they just sort of go away. And that was a bit annoying to see that happen consistently throughout the film. There was some moments of choppy editing, and it felt unengaging at times. Not constantly, but there were a few scenes planted here and there that I thought were sort of unengaging and I had a hard time getting involved in. But when the film does hit that good area, it hits it very, very well. And also sometimes the score is misused, but that's not too often because when it comes to this movie, the goods definitely outweigh the bad. The best part of this movie is absolutely the relationship between the two people. What I like most about it is that it wasn't a Hollywoodized relationship. They didn't constantly have googly eyes for each other. They weren't, in love. Instead, it was a very real relationship. They always weren't next to each other. They always weren't happy with each other, but they were going along with life, and they understood that they enjoyed each other's company, that they loved each other, but it's not like consistent showing of that love is the only way to have a relationship. They didn't have that at all. It felt like a very real relationship, which it's something that I gotta give to the film. And speaking of real, the performances in this movie were so great. I can easily picture Joel Edgerton and Ruth Negga both getting nominated for their performances because they both do a fantastic job at displaying these characters that are emotionally drained and broken. They're not sure what to do with their lives at this moment, and they understand that their story is greater than either one of them, and it's greater than their relationship, but it's something that they absolutely have to do. It's a necessity. It was something very, very powerful, and Jeff Nichols fantastically represented that on screen. Every single shot bled with lots of complex emotion and character arcs. It was fantastic, and also a lot of the themes that they display on the movie are very, very well done. They're not necessarily subtle, but they're not blatant and in your face. They have a nice fine line that's more on the subtle side, but still, it worked very, very well. They aren't in your face about how bad racism was. They aren't in your face about how bad these characters felt. It was told in a more subtler way, and I gotta attribute that to Jeff Nichols. Now, this is not my favorite movie of his. I do prefer Mud just by a little bit, but I definitely liked it more than Midnight Special. I would highly implore anyone who likes Oscar-type movies to go see this, and I am going to give Loving a 7.75 out of 10, or 7 3/4. Alright, that concludes my review for Loving. What did you think of this movie? Comment in the comment section below. I am Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.